Hello, hello. Welcome to April. Oh my goodness. So exciting to congratulate you on an awesome quarter. We did great. We didn't hit our goal, but it doesn't matter. We can go for it again and work towards it for the end of June. This is the craziest months in Mary Kay. These are like the final four in the sports world. So these are the last couple months that everybody really goes for the big push for their big goals. So if you're not where you want to be, crazy things can happen in these last 3 months. There are people that have literally earned their Queen's Court of Sales diamond ring with Mary Kay in a couple of months. So you've done more than that all year round. You could make it happen for the rest of these couple of months. Or even if it's just to book your first appointment, or even if it's just to try a new product, or even if it's just to share the opportunity with somebody for the very first time, whatever it might be. What is going to be your challenge for you over these next couple of months that you would really like to say, you know what, I'm going to wrap up our Mary Kay seminar year. Our year end is June 30th, for those that don't know, with this, being proud of this. And I would so love for you to share that with me so that I'm able to support you and point you in the right direction, give you the tools that you need to be able to get there. You don't have to guess. That is the most amazing thing about Mary Kay, is you do not have to guess how to get somewhere. We've got it all laid out for us. And so why, try and figure it out when it has already been all laid out there for you. That's what's amazing about some, in comparison to some other entrepreneurs, is that they really have to figure every single step out for themselves. They have to pay to go take business courses. They have to pay to learn how to, network. They have to pay to learn. They have to pay to advertise. They have to pay to market. We don't have to do any of that. Mary Kay does all of that for us. Our scientists, everyone is just there for us. So, be really grateful for everything that is provided for us, considering basically we're running our own franchise and we don't have $1 million investment payment like somebody that maybe wants to start a McDonald's or a Tim Hortons, or it's probably even more than $1 million, $28, like that's really your investment. A couple important things for the month of April. Congratulations, April, on wrapping up your star. I'm just so incredibly proud of you. I mean, for those that know, you've had a challenging time, and yet you still do what you do. And that's the most amazing thing about what we do, is when you're doing what you need to do, you can take the time to do what you need to do for you and your family. And it doesn't kind of make everything stop. So I'm really proud of you. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Okay, couple of things this month. The monthly ordering bonus is the Calm Restore facial milk. So that's the second part that comes with the retinol set. Our product of the month is the Thinking of You perfume. Now it's 20% off. So instead of being $40, it's $32.80. I wanted to show this to you because I don't know how many of you know about this product. It comes, first of all, in its own adorable little wrapped. This would be a really great present. We have Nurses Appreciation Week coming up. We have Teachers Appreciation coming up. We have Mother's Day coming up. You might have birthdays coming up. So it comes with this cute little charm on there. This is my favorite perfume of all the perfumes that we have. I absolutely love it. And then this, you guys, this is a built-in card. So you can write, they can write to whoever, whatever. So basically it's a wrapped gift, literally ready to go with a bow and everything. And I love this perfume. It's probably the first perfume that I have used and rebought, used and rebought, used and rebought. Other perfumes, you try it, you love it, and then you kind of move on to something else. I love this. It's timeless. It's not overpowering. If you haven't tried it, this might be the month to try it, because you're getting it for even less. Because for us, that's just over $15. $16 for that product at our cost, or it's a great gift for you to give to somebody. They have the Moving On Up challenge, so make sure you check that out, because you can earn access to an executive class hosted by elite executive senior sales director Amélie Noreau. She is from Quebec and she is incredible. Elite senior executive means that she has 8 minimum first line sales director. So that's 8 women that she has helped develop and build their own businesses, who have helped women develop and grow their own businesses. It's kind of like she has helped other people grow and start their own franchises, who have set off and started their own franchises. And I mean, that's a big deal. And it's amazing to see. That's something that you don't want to miss. Go check out the team building page on Intouch. They have totally revamped it, and there is lots of really amazing things to be able to see there. Saturday, April 23rd, Calling All Reds, Mary Kay is hosting a Let's Hear It for the Reds celebration. So you want to be there for that. It's going to be pretty awesome. It usually is, and always, of course, awesome prizes being handed out. Tech Talk, I have loved what Mary Kay has done. I shared the first one. Maybe I'll go back in and share another one with you, where they just talked about social media in your business and some tips and how to get things set up and whatnot. That's in the Mary Kay Facebook education page, Mary Kay Canada education page, or group, where they have all sorts of amazing people come on there and teach you about all the aspects of our business. What else did I want to share with you? Oh, okay. I'm about to start it's going to be throughout the month of April. There's 4 Wednesdays in April. I'm going to do it every Wednesday, where I'm going to be talking about the 10 makeup mistakes that make you look older, and how to avoid them when it comes to either skincare or when it comes to either makeup, and how to fix it or avoid them. Just something fun and based around our product line, and how to either, use products correctly. Something as simple as putting concealer and whatnot on first and then your foundation. You just usually use more product than you need to, and then it ends up not looking awesome. And so you see it more, and that can actually make you look more aged, because too much product, it can settle into places that we don't want it to settle. And it's just, it's kind of fun, right? So I like to have some fun stuff happening. Okay, so now, because I talked a lot about parties last week and hosting virtual beauty experiences and starting to host in-person ones, or doing like a hybrid of those, Mary Kay has an awesome new area. So I'm sharing my screen. You go under education, and then see here, the second title is called Party Central. Okay, so you're going to go in there, and you're going to find some amazing resources in here. So here's a whole thing about virtual parties. And they give you literally word for word. So there's guest pages, which while you're holding your virtual parties, you can post product images and just exciting information and things to be able to share your screen and such, or post in a Facebook group if that's where you're doing it. There is dialogues, so giving you some of the words of what to say, because you're not going to know what to say until you learn what to say. And when I was business, I had a physical, what we called flip chart. So on one side, the guests would see like product images or a picture of Mary Kay or whatever, and on my side, it literally told me word to word how to go through an event, a party. And I felt super uncomfortable when I first started and when I first did it, because I really didn't know it. I didn't like reading, but the only way to learn is to read it, get comfortable with it, it, and then you can just kind of have it there as a visual and a guide to keep you on track, but you're not going to know it until you know it. And you guys, we are a multi-billion-dollar company. They have a huge marketing department that has gone through and worked with our top people in this company in North America to give us the words that we need, and the words that help people understand, and the words that help give us results. So, this is not an area that I say, use your own words. Use the words that, Mary Kay gives us, because they're there for a reason. And again, you're just going to practice. They have a placemat as well that you can download if you didn't like the one that I had shared with you. Okay, so that's the virtual. And this is basically a flip chart virtually, like I was telling you about the hard one that I had. Then they have a virtual color party. So you can have fun with, instead of skincare products, glamour and how to create an amazing look in even just 5 minutes. Because when you're doing virtual stuff, you don't want it to be long. People's attention spans are very short, especially if you're just doing the demo and they don't have the product. You want to stay on point. So again, guest pages, dialogues, placemat, and then here's a guide to your second appointment. Then we have a virtual pampering party. So guest pages, dialogues, and the placemat. Okay, so that's the first tab. The second tab is a hybrid party, which means you can hold it both in person and with virtual guests at the same time. So like I said, maybe somebody's like, oh, you know, my kid's not going to bed, I can't leave, whatever. Or, oh, I have to work late, you know, I'm not going to make it. But they could make it home and then hop in with you virtually. Or maybe they live on the other side of the country or the other side of the city. They can still join you. So here's a hybrid party how-to guide. Here's a video that you can watch about the hybrid skincare class. You guys, everything is provided for us. We are the most overtrained and underworked people in the world. So use this information in person. When we say to people, like when I first started Mary Kay, I was like, oh, are you just, you know, getting people to book with you because you're saying I need to practice? You do need to practice. You need to learn what you're doing. And when you ask somebody to be a practice face, you are not going to go in there knowing what you're doing. That is why you are practicing. So you are letting them know, I'm going to fumble. I'm going to mix up my words. I'm going to read this information so that I can learn it. So that when I go and see people I absolutely don't know, although you can do practice with people that you don't know. I didn't know a ton of people in Kelowna when I started my business, and we did not have virtual world happening. And I only, so I had to start with people I didn't know pretty much almost right away. And I let them know, I'm just getting started. I so will appreciate your opinion and your feedback about how I'm doing with my class as I'm trying to refine my skills and learn about this product and learn the questions that people want to know. Okay, so that's your hybrid. Then we have the in-person. We talked a lot about in-person parties last week. Party supplies. Here's an in-person flip chart that you can get printed at Staples. We have the amazing discount from Staples. So if you go into the business tools and then you go down to promote your business, you'll see Staples. You have to log in through here to get our national discount. If you just send it to Staples or go into Staples at the store level, they don't know about the discount that we have. So you have to do it through logging in, and you just set up an account if you have never done that before. Okay, so there is your flip chart. And then if you started during this time where you didn't get any mirrors or trays or disposable cloths or anything, they also have listed right here below the things that you can purchase to help you have those in-person supplies. Here's some Facebook parties. What is a Facebook party? You know, it's simply holding a class or a color party or anything through your social media channels. We know this, okay? So then it's got image libraries, it's got a full guide, and then it's got chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4, which is digital party, why digital parties, tips and advice, scripts and images, and advanced options. There is a party script and there is an image library that is down there. I think I had opened, yes, here it is. Chapter 1, why digital parties. This gives you some good reasons and a guide to jump into the world of digital parties. So even if you haven't up until this point, it is not too late. And people are loving that. And I have a virtual party coming up. Nobody lives locally to me. There are 32 people coming, and 24 of them instantly gave me their skincare information. So I pre-profiled and their addresses to have samples. So I literally have almost 30 people that are getting samples and trying this product and are super excited. They're super engaged. The hostess and I talk like every day or every other day. She is in the group. It's a lot about getting connected. And I think it just reminds me, you know, I haven't had a big one like this in a long time. And it just reminds me that it is all about the connection. It is all about getting them excited. And she's excited about the hostess program, and she wants a lot of stuff. She was at another party that I did. When was it? mid-March-ish. And so she wants to get a bunch of free stuff. And so she knows that she has to have people there that will try the product, that will love the product, that will purchase the product, which means she gets even more free stuff. So, you know, are you filling them in on what's available for them so that they can get excited, so that they can get the people coming excited? And then that makes it so much easier when it comes to me connecting with them, finding out about their skin type. Like it was 2 days. It took 2 days for me to get all of those people's skincare information and addresses and stuff in the mail. Like that's amazing. So really excited about that, but all about connecting. And it's all going to be on Facebook. And I love Facebook parties because you can kind of build the relationship. I post up about some stuff kind of once a day leading up to the actual event, the actual beauty experience, beauty bash, so that I'm kind of getting to know them. I do some personal videos. I post some Mary Kay videos. I kind of do a little bit of both, some befores and afters, just some information about how for them at the beginning to know about what their skin type might be. And then also some information for them to learn and understand what product line might be the best product line for them. And then as well as the Skin Analyzer app, introducing that to them, and then they can see what their skin is and the products that are suggested specifically for their skin. So there are already people that have made purchases, and we're just getting started here. So it's just really exciting. And, you know, when you start too, and you start to have that happen, you get excited. And when you get excited, more things happen, right? So just remember that if you're at home, like waiting to get excited or waiting for something to happen, you're going to be waiting your whole life. Motivation does not precede action. You have to do something and then you will get excited about it. And then when you have to like get all these samples together and contact all these people, you just do it because you have to, right? Because you want to make it successful. If you're going to take the time to book the appointment and have these people come, you want it to be successful. And, you know, she might be an amazing potential future consultant if she has 32 people that want to come and want to take part in this and try the products. And that could be a really great thing for her. Or she just introduced me to some really amazing people. Okay, so Facebook parties with a hostess, without a hostess, with your unit or your team. Maybe, you know, I've done group events. Well, basically like every Wednesday or all of those events that I do, that's with our unit at different events with all of the different kinds of products that we have. Okay, and then lastly, some party videos for you to be able to watch. And then there's also Suite 13, which is a really great way to kind of bring in someone else's voice into a party where you can share different videos and different parts of that. And it's kind of like virtual reality. It's like a virtual catalog. And some people really prefer to have that, to see it versus just like reading it or reading it online. So it's just a really fun kind of interactive way. And again, if you don't know how to use those things, ask somebody if there'll be a practice for you so that you can get a little bit more familiar with that. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope you had an amazing wrap up to your March. I hope you had a really great first weekend into April. And I'm so excited for our star party. I love eating that way. It's a charcuterie board. And I'm excited to learn how to make it look a little bit more pretty because that's really just not my thing. And then have a hot date night after that, get to enjoy it. So enjoy your night, guys. Please let me know if you've got any questions. I know Jeanette had asked for us to talk a little bit more about referrals and things. So I'm going to do that next. But before you get there, you've got to get some appointments on your books. So is it going to be in person? Is it going to be virtual? Is it going to be hybrid? And then, you know, we can talk about that next step. So my challenge to you this week is to ask 5 people if they will be a host for you. And you can decide, is it going to be virtual? Maybe you do a 5 favorite products in 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be this big whole shebang, but even a full skincare cleanser. And if you're doing it at night, cleanser, eye cream, and night cream, you're just putting 3 products on their face. It really does not take a whole lot of time. Anyways, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I want you to share with me what your one focus is for April. What are you working on? If it's to build your confidence, what's the one thing that you're going to do, the first step that you're going to do to help you do that? If it's a certain sales goal, what is your first step to help you do that? And what is your money going to? I always want to know, what is your Mary Kay money going to? All right, guys.